Present perfect, past perfect, they sound so similar, right? It's a classic trip-up for English learners. But what if I told you the core difference is actually super simple? In this explainer, we're going to make it crystal clear.
All right, let's kick things off with a little test. Take a look at this sentence. I have seen her yesterday. What do you think? Does that sound right to you, or is something a little off? Go on, give it a thought.
Okay, if you thought it was wrong, you nailed it. This is one of the most common mistakes out there. But hey, don't sweat it. By the end of this, you're not just going to understand why it's wrong. You'll know exactly how to pick the right tense every single time. Promise.
First up, let's tackle the present perfect. The absolute best way to think about this tense is as the now tense. And why is that? Because no matter when the action happened, it always has some kind of connection, some relevance. It's like an anchor to the present moment.
Now, the grammar part is actually pretty straightforward. You just need your subject, have or has, and then the past participle. You know, that's the third form of a verb, sometimes called V3, like go, went, gone. So for example, she has visited London. Easy enough, right?
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. Look at how all these different uses tie back to now. When you talk about life experience, like I have been to Italy, you mean in your life up to this very moment. A recent action, she has just finished her report. Well, the result is what's important now, she's free. Or an action that's still going. They have lived in Hanoi since 2010 means they still live there now. See? It's all about that connection to the present.
All right, let's shift gears to our second tense. Let me introduce you to the past perfect. So if the present perfect is our now tense, you can think of this one as the before tense. Its main job is to look back from a point in the past to talk about something that happened even earlier. It's literally the past of the past.
And building it is even easier, believe it or not. You just swap have or has for one simple word, had. That's it. Subject plus had plus the past participle. For example, she had visited London before she moved to Paris. That little word had is our time machine, taking us back.
So the key word here is sequence. The past perfect's whole job is to make it clear which past action came first. And she had left before I arrived. Her leaving is action number 1, and my arrival is action number 2. Or think about cause and effect. He was tired because he had worked all night. The working happened first, which caused the tiredness later. It's all about putting the past in order.
Okay, enough with the theory. Let's make this really, really simple by visualizing it. Sometimes seeing these tenses on a timeline is all you need to make it click.
So, first up, the present perfect. See how the timeline shows the action starting somewhere in the past, but it stretches all the way to now? It's building a bridge to the present. So when you say, I have lived here for 10 years, the strong implication is that you still live here right now. It's anchored to today.
Now, look at the past perfect timeline. This is a totally different story. The entire thing happens and finishes before now. Notice we've got 2 points in the past. Action 1, that's the earlier past, is where we use the past perfect. I had lived in Hanoi. That's action 1. Before I moved to HCM, that's action 2. It's like a rewind button just for your past events. All right, we've looked at them one by one. Now it's time for the main event, the showdown. Let's put them right next to each other and see how just switching have to had can completely change the entire meaning of a sentence. This is a perfect example. On the left, I have never met him. What does that mean? It's about my entire life experience right up to this very second. But on the right, I had never met him before that party. Suddenly, the deadline isn't now anymore, it's that party. My experience of not meeting him ended at a specific point in the past. It's all about what you're connecting to, now or a past event. Let's try another one. She has already done her homework. The result is important now. Awesome, she can go play. But look at the right. She had already done her homework when her mom checked. We don't care about now at all. We only care about the order of 2 past events. First, homework was done. Second, mom checked. It's just a sequence. And here is a fantastic little cheat sheet for you. Think of these as signal words. When you see words like since or this week, they're almost always pointing to a connection with now, which means, yep, present perfect. But words like before or by the time, well, they're all about sequencing, and that's past perfect territory. These are your clues.
Okay, we've gone over the rules. Now let's get practical and talk about the common traps people fall into, because sometimes knowing what not to do is just as important.
And look what's back. We're right back where we started, with that tricky sentence from the beginning. I have seen her yesterday. By now, I bet you can feel that this is wrong. But let's break down exactly why.
Here it is. This is the golden rule you need to remember. The present perfect connects to now. But words like yesterday or last week or in 2010 describe a finished time in the past. They basically cut that connection to now, so they just can't be in the same sentence. For those finished times, you have to use the simple past.
So the right way to say it is just this simple. I saw her yesterday. The action is done, the time is over, it's a closed loop in the past. Simple past is the perfect tool for that job.
All right, on to our second common mistake. What's wrong with this sentence? I had finished my homework. It just sounds incomplete, doesn't it? It kind of leaves you hanging, waiting for the rest of the story.
And that's because of this rule right here. You see, the past perfect is a team player. It means a partner. Its entire purpose is to show that something happened before something else in the past. If you don't have that second past action, it's just floating there with no context, no meaning.
And here's how you fix it. I had finished my homework, that's action 1, before my mom called me, that's action 2. See? Now our team player has its partner. We've got the sequence, we've got the context, and the past perfect makes, well, perfect sense.
So really, it all boils down to this one simple question. When you're trying to choose, don't just ask yourself, when did it happen? Instead, ask, what does it connect to? Does it connect to now? Then you use the present perfect. Does it connect to another point in the past? Then you need the past perfect. And honestly, that one question will give you the right answer almost every single time.